Free throw no good from MP.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Ball finds MP. And he gets it to go from the high post. Clutch has got 28.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Charlotte on top, running away with it. Back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current system. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Marcus Sasser is out there with Ivy, and it's Knight in at the center position. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. They get it back.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
To the inside, Clutch, and he makes it on the layup. Clutch has got 4 points in the quarter.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Now here's Sasser, hounded by Ball. Thompson against Miller. Now here's Sasser. The D's right on him. Just 5 to shoot. He shoots. They get it back. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
An explosive finish for a big man who doesn't always take it to the rim hard.
Yeah, he has the appropriate size to attack the rim, but he usually doesn't.
Well, he found an opening he liked that time and took full advantage of what the defense gave him.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
And it's the Hornets with the ball, following the score by Detroit. Here's Clutch. Thompson pulls it in.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Out to Harris. Knight, the pass to Thompson. Ivy outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Ivy's got 9.
Continuing to improve his jumper. Ivy's teammates encourage him to take shots like that.
Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Detroit calls timeout, and let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, not backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. Here's Stewart. Pass to the basket by Charlotte. Ivy with the ball. Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
And stolen by Stewart. And now the Pistons in transition. Pass to Cook. Oh, what a play. It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Here's Clutch. The shot from the low post is good. Clutch has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Here's Stewart. 1:27 left in the third. And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
To the paint. Here's Cook. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Simpson. Here's Clutch. And another basket for Charlotte.
I just love the ball movement.
Detroit has gone 4 of 8 from... three, a nice percentage. Here's Cook. Ivy outside. And Ball's over to help. Here's Cook. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Clutch. Banked it in off the glass. Clutch has got 41.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Sasser. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Pistons ball.
And some changes here for Detroit. Knight, he's checked in for Stewart. Tobias Harris comes in for Sasser. And it's Asar Thompson in for Cook. Pass to Salah. MP right side. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
On the court for Charlotte, they've got MP. Smith out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Salon in at power forward. Charlotte's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. And here's Bridges. Well, Doris, with so many franchises, the star player has a lot of sway.
Well, to me, B.A., so much of this speaks to which star are we talking about. If you take someone like Stephen Curry, who historically has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes, he welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Hornets.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Clutch.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Here's Holland. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And the first one at the line is good. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Stewart, he's checked in for Knight. Cook comes in for Hendricks. Ivy's checked in for Thompson. And Sasser's subbed in for Tobias Harris. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Charlotte. Kuminga comes in for Bridges. No good on the second free throw.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Now here's MP, tightly guarded. And it's good for 2. Clutch has got 43 points.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Here's Holland. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for your Pistons, Holland.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Here's Simpson. Sasser defending. Here's Clutch. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this
Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Mitchell is out there with Case and Wallace. And it's Holmgren in at the 5 spot. And for Charlotte, Ball runs point with Martin out on the wing. Clutch out there with Miller. And it's Collins in at the center position. And, Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Here's Williams. Tries from 10, and that's good. For 2.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Dort with the ball, and it's Martin picking him up inside. Williams. That one doesn't go. Good defense by MP. Martin kicks to MP. The quick look, no good that time. Now the Thunder with it. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thanks, David.
Tell you what, he is a really special passer, LaMelo Ball. His ability to fit all kinds of passes into really small windows, phenomenal.
Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. Got to work harder on the glass.
From 18 feet away, and MP gets it to go on the assist by Miller.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Charlotte shooting their first foul shots of the night here. Free throw good, MP. He doesn't get the second one. The Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field. To the inside, Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
MP, that's for 2. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. And that's now 7 points for Clutch.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Mitchell passes to Waltz. Williams for 3. The Hornets pull it in, and going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Here's Mitchell after the made shot from Clutch. And the rejection by MP. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Some changes for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Collins. And Kuminga's subbed in for Cody Martin. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Moody comes in for Mitchell. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Wallace kicks to Dort. The Thunder with another miss. Hornets leading by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Down low. Here's Miller. Makes it off the glass.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Now, here's Moody. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Hartenstein. And a missed layup.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And Kuminga gets it to go.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here's Dort. scoreless thus far. It's good from long range.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Pass to Miller. Charlotte moving it around. Kuminga kicks to MP. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Dort against Kuminga. Hartenstein with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Oklahoma City shooting their first.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Waltz. 12 points his last outing. This is to Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Martin on the wing. He's joined there by Miller. Clutch out there with Collins. And it's Ball in at the 1. So that's the Hornets 5.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Clutch in the last time out against Sacramento played superb basketball. He added 37 points, and he was in a rhythm from both three-point land and the foul line. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the league a buzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Kevin?
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Here's Mitchell after the made shot from Clutch. And it's Williams with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Clutch, it's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Kings. Mitchell passes to Williams. Back to Mitchell. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Martin. To the paint. Here's Clutch. And there's another one for the Hornets.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Thunder trailing by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first half of basketball.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Wiggins to the made shot from John Collins. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Hey, you could say they probably were in control for 3 quarters of that game. But in that 4th quarter, man, they just fell apart.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. Dort comes in for Wiggins. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Mitchell. And Topic is subbed in for Payson Wallace. Now, here is Smith. He dishes it to MP. There's a minute left in the first half of the game. Here's Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Wasted no time on that one. Clutch has got the lead up to 10 now for Charlotte.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Joe pitch, no good. The Hornets on offense. They're on a 17-6 run. Bridges passes to Clutch. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now a 12-point Hornets lead. The Thunder have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. On the pass to Williams. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside, Dort. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
A 3 from MP. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
And here is Williams. He's got 14 with 4 seconds on the clock. 1 second left. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And the first half is now in the books. Hornets on top. They're up by 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say? Clutch, an impressive effort here today.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage. advantage of it.
Here's who Mark Daignault is going to put out there to start the second half. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Mason Wallace is out there with Mitchell. And it's George in at the small forward position. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daignault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. Pass to Clutch. Over Williams. Clutch. Good. Clutch has got 29.
And what a competitor. I mean, he's been looking for a shot all game long. He shouldered almost the entire load for them offensively.
Here's Williams. Good defense by MP. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. They host the Kings after this game. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home. Clutch can't hit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now, here's Holmgren. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Now, here's MP. After the miss from Chet Holmgren. Clutch can't hit. It's Dort on the wing. And Miller with the block.
And good length and athleticism give Miller an advantage at the defensive end.
Here's Clutch. Nails the 16-footer. Clutch has got 31.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Williams, and hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days. So he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Here's Wiggins after the made shot from Clutch. Passes it to Holmgren. And the three off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Knocked away and stolen by Wiggins. Miller against Mitchell. And the dunk by Holmgren.
You want a high percentage take offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
Ball dishes to MP. Releases. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. Pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams comes in for Clutch, and Smith Thunder trailing by 15. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Bridges out there with Clutch, and it's Collins in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Here's Clutch. The Thunder making the shot over Williams, and MP gets it to go on the assist from Ball.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Outside, Dort to the middle. Miller grabs the miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Wallace, the pass to Williams. Off target on the 15-footer.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Well, you look at Miller, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Thunder trailing by 19. Looking to end his cold spell, and Williams with the layups. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
And here is Williams after the three-pointer from Clutch.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And they pick up 2.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Williams kicks to Holmgren. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Now, here's Moody. He's guarded closer, and Clutch pulls it down. Clutch has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Ball. Clark, some people have claimed there is too much talent now in this NBA and not enough teams.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, that the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
Here's Charlotte. This run now up to 13-2.
Let's look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here for Charlotte.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Clutch.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Now, here's MP. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Clutch has got 56 points in the game.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Back to Dort. Shoots over Bridges. Dort misses. MP from deep three-point land. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciate it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.
It's going in. Stay focused on your workout. Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
Focus! Focus! Right, we got watch him, watch him, watch him. Oh, yeah! You better get ball, VC, baby!
Now we're rolling.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. We always be ready. Get there. Get there. Yeah, that's all you. Inside. Good boy, baby. Yeah. Screen, screen! Keep bringing it! Let's do this! Ball up! Way to grab it! Watch the pick! Shoot! There you go! There you go! That's all day!
good work in practice today.
That's the way I back up
Make
my
sure you
game.
get some reps in before you leave the gym.